All right. I believe we are live. Bear with me as I make sure everything is all set up properly. All right. Tonight we're doing... Oh, pardon me. I might need a bigger desk with all these extra things here. Yeah, Catherine. A bit of an earlier stream tonight. How are you? Hung Solo from Down Under. Good morning to you. All right, let's just dive right in. We're doing the... Not too sure what the translation, Creole Justas? Justas Criollas? Which I believe is a tournament played primarily by players from Argentina. A 1v1 with a different set of maps. I figured, let's see something a little different. And see how the talent pool is. And the grand finals of Lucky Rocks and Capoch. We had the blue and the purple colors, so I changed it to purple and orange. I think it might be the third or fourth time we've done that so far, so I figured why break with tradition. Digesting your big dinner? Sounds awesome. My stomach's been a little iffy. I had some Greek food a few days ago, and since then my stomach's been a little on the fritz. So, aside from that, doing just fine. Fredo, hello, hello. How's everyone doing tonight? So game number 1, we are on Arabia. I believe it is different maps. And so it's not all going to be Arabia, although game number 1 is. And we've got the Lithuanians taking on the Vietnamese. All right. Potentially some fun possible matchups with these two civilizations. And yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that like button. If you're watching on Twitch, please consider following. I believe this is going to be the last of the 7 or 8 streams that I need in order to qualify for an affiliate status in Twitch. And I see we're already offline on Twitch. Really? Am I really offline on Twitch? Kids are at school playing through Rise of Rome campaigns. That sounds awesome. Best of luck. The heat is killing you. I don't know what's going on with the restream software lately. Sometimes it tells me we're live. Sometimes it tells me we're not live. I think I am live on Twitch. I see it live on my end. But in any event, let's dive right into the game. Better late than never as gazelles start getting pushed here. Let's take a look at oh my goodness, Lucky's base. Berries are in the forward position. Everything else seems nice and secure. Gold up top, stone to the back. Additional stone off campus, additional gold up top as well, and some gold in an S shape here down south. So not terrible, actually. Not a bad base at all. Big, juicy forests also. Exit. Hello, hello. How are you? Just went through the Sargon campaign. Yes, I am live. All right, good to know, Raphael. Martin, hello, hello. Hello, hello, Didera and Catherine. I'm live there as well. Okay, good. Like I said, the restream map has been a little bit wonky lately. So the Lithuanians Not a bad base to start with, to be honest. Let's take a look at the Vietnamese, and then we'll see where the relics are. Ooh, also not bad. 2 patches of gold to the back, primary stone to the back, but gold and stone exposed to the front here. Berries a little bit more secure. Northern portion completely open for raiding. And how far are the relics from the Lithuanian base? We've got 1 to the bottom of it, 1 to the top. So pretty close, and a neutral one. So 3 should be handily gotten by the Lithuanian. Oh, it means jousting. Why did I think it meant justice? Okay, well, there you go. Thank you, Martin. So what is it? Creole jousting is the name of the tournament? Weebra, hello, hello. How are you? Thank you, Hexit. Have a fantastic night. And glad to catch you on Twitch. As our Lithuanian moves forward with 1 scout, a spearman to follow. Both players are in feudal. Looks like Kapuch wants to begin walling this area off. Our Lithuanian making no attempt to wall anything off at the moment. Ooh, if Lucky can just keep this scout here for a little bit longer. Nope. Kapuch sees it, runs away. Spearman's going to try to get a little bit of poking here. Villager is at half health. Super Jen, thank you so much for lurking. John Yang, nice to catch you early. Hope all is well with you and Super Jen. Spearman chase now. It's going to be a bit tough for the Vietnamese to catch up to these spearmen for the Lithuanian. They do move 10% faster. Them and their skirmishers. Ooh, we might get a first kill here. Trio of scouts. Yeah, first blood drawn, and it is a villager kill. And so Kapuch is now down 3 villagers on the whole. Oh, you might be down a bit more now. Ooh, oh, Lucky overstayed his welcome. I think he wanted to get this 1 villager with 8 HP. I think just 2 attacks needed from these 5 attack scouts, right? Yeah. But ends up costing him a scout. Lurking is good too. I don't know. Not gonna say no to lurkers. Oh no, John. Don't worry, your cryptic secret is safe with us. Hopefully you're enjoying as the Lithuanian weak, but potentially villager killing small expeditionary force is on the prowl yet again for some of these Vietnamese lumberjacks. Your gummy kicked in? Nice. Oh, it's becoming legal in Ohio tomorrow? Welcome to the future. Or the past, I guess, for Canada. Okay, looks like our Lithuanian did manage to get another kill. Not these scouts. Maybe the spearman in the middle of the map. Maybe the archer spearman combo. Yeah. Let's see if I can figure out what they killed here. This is like Where's Waldo, except the entire thing is blank. And you're looking for a tiny little body. Or what remains of a tiny little body. Nice. Criollas is a way of calling Argentinians because Criollos were the children of Spanish back when we were colony. Oh. That's super cool. So it's like Argentinian jousting, basically. That's good to know. Abhishek, welcome to the live stream. Ooh, you're from Calgary, an Albertan. All right. See, I thought it meant Creole Justice, and now I'm. It's good that you're here, Martin, to help clarify. 2 villagers now dead for Kapuch, who somehow has clawed his way back up to a 1 villager deficit only. Looks like Lucky has racked up a bit of TC idle time. Whose army prevails here? Let's take a look. We've got 5 scouts and skirmishers, 4 spearmen. I mean, yeah, Orange's army is just literally twice the size of Purple's. I appreciate that, Abhishek. Thank you. Oh, geez, Fredo, really? Yikes. So I will stop saying it then. Yeah, Creole is a mix of, I think, French and... I want to say Caribbean? Or French and something. I don't think it's English. I think it's French and something else. Yeah, and this is what happens when your army is outnumbered 2-1. Your army disappears and melts into the sand at the same time, though. What do we got here? 2 spearmen, 2 archer combo, trying to get something done. 0 kills for them. And the last scout does bite the dust here. So a good amount of aggression out of Lucky Rocks, but aside from 2 villager kills, hasn't really netted him that much damage. That being said, as always, when you're the one putting on all of the aggression on the other side of the map and your opponent hasn't even touched your base, you go up to Castle Age before they even have half the resources to. Yeah, it could be French in one of the native dialects or languages. I'm not too sure. Haven't actually been to Louisiana and New Orleans, although I would love to go. Nolans. There's a lady at work who speaks Creole only. You're speaking French and others speaking Spanish and communicate decently. So I wonder if it is some kind of Franco-Spanish mix. Our Lithuanian is in Castle Age, 2 minutes almost ahead of our Vietnamese. Where is the monastery? Where are the relics? How many relics has Lucky seen, by the way? 0 except for the 1 neutral one. That is very sour for him. Okay, so he's going knights. There's the monastery. I would love to try Cajun food, except I don't really eat like a lot of seafood. So I feel like a trip to New Orleans for me would probably just be mostly like fried food and alcohol, as opposed to like some of the more traditional kind of Creole dishes of like seafood and gumbo and what's it called when they do the crawfish boil, when they just make a giant pot of a bunch of seafood and then dump it on a table and everyone just eats off the table. Okay. Kapuch is in castle as well. Bodkin forging for him. So he just wants to upgrade his existing army, does not want to turn it into a Castle Age army just yet. Yeah, exactly, Catherine. I can't really appreciate it to its full potential. Looks like the archers did manage to take down a counter archer here, so kill count oddly similar. But now the knight count is starting to grow, and he's going to go after... Ooh, I think he saw the scout here and backed away. Has he seen... Wait a second. A second ago, his... Okay, never mind. I clicked the wrong unit. He has seen the upper relic. He's taken the center relic. So he's going to have 2 relics. Kapuch doesn't notice. He doesn't notice. He saw the white dot disappearing. Now, Capwatch has actually seen all of the relics on the map, and he went to the center one expecting it to the monk to have been here, but the monk was here a long time ago. Now it's going to be 2 relics to 0. Oh, ooh, potential dead monk. Potential dead monk. Will Capwatch see it this time? Yeah, he does. But to be fair, he brought the relic a little bit closer to home. The ghoul. Welcome, welcome. Double wall up here. 0 stone for our Vietnamese, who has added 1 extra town center. Both are going to be on 2 TCs. But look at this. Gee, I wonder what the 8 villagers on stone for our Lithuanian are going to be. Okay. Takes out the scout there, but uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is a pretty scary force here. Hey, Richard. How are you? Knight has busted in here for a one-way trip. And perfect timing on the TC here. Absolute perfect timing on the TC. Nice, good to hear. We're sitting still at 1 relic. I mean, Lucky is taking a lot of big risks here, just sending out individual monks. His knights, not exactly Frankish, are gonna find this orange army. Oh, Catherine, that's all right. Hope you kick your friend's ass. Asses. Knights are chasing away this army. Ooh, this is not. Ooh, wait a second. The double ooh. The first bad news ooh, and then the good news ooh. And remember, these are Vietnamese crossbows, so instead of 35 HP, they come with 42 HP. Okay, we're about to have 2 relics for our Lithuanian, a 3rd, very close to home. So at the very least, he's gonna have a little bit more than Blast Furnace. And yeah, the monk is going straight there, but oh, is he gonna see the scout? And if he sees him, how will he react? Cav archers are being zoned out. Unfortunately for Capwatch, that was a very weak light cavalry unit. Converted knight moves out. And it's funny that he still keeps his +1 attack, the converted knight. Even though the Vietnamese don't get that relic feature bonus. Oh, is he going to reconvert him? Is he going to reconvert him? He is not. He, in fact, dies. But 3 relics. He still hasn't seen this one right here. And it looks like the one to the north of our Vietnamese base. Is it being brought home? No. Where's the 5th relic on the map? David. All good streams start with asses. Catherine, no, I haven't heard from him lately. I haven't seen him in the streams. Hope he's okay. Hope he's doing better than this Cav archer. Just bit the dust. Where? How did I miss this relic? Maybe there was a big red blob on top of it of units. What is happening here? Man, this knight is being so annoying. The converted knight. Has Lucky. Still has not seen the last 2 relics. Now he's dropping a castle. Ooh, maybe Capuch is going to lead him straight to it. Maybe not. So what's our Vietnamese doing to address the +3 attack on these knights? He is doubling down, it looks like, on cav archers. Okay. Dark Dragon Knight, I'm doing well. Yourself? Hello to the best caster. Aw, thank you so much, Mike. How are you doing? I mean, we're shaping up to have the classic Age of Empires trope of the heavier armored cavalry versus the lighter, faster moving cav archer. But our Vietnamese still has 16 crossbows here, but we'll see how long he has them for. He's chasing into 2 scorpions that are... Oh no. Okay. Does lose only 2. Not bad at all. Oh, Catherine, it's all right. Kyle, welcome, welcome. Okay, so he was going cav archers, then the cav archers all died, as is this absolute trail of death and destruction of crossbowmen. Is Capuch trying to do too many things at once? Is he trying to go too many different types of units at once? Certainly looks like he's starting to bank a good amount of food going pure archer play, which should help him hit Imperial. He's getting Thumb Ring as well. Surprised he hasn't had that yet. Does he see it now? Okay, now our Lithuanian sees the relic up top and the relic down south. Double castle whammy about to slam into the forward position of the Vietnamese base, but like we saw, the Vietnamese has 2 patches of gold secure to the back. Okay, almost secure to the back. Lemmy, nice to catch you. I saw your comment. You don't have to apologize for not joining the lives. I'm glad you could join us tonight. What the hell is going on here? An absolute traffic jam of villagers. I mean, it's certainly starting, even without the relics, it certainly is starting to look like a bit of a GG. Lechai are now out. 2 of them. I mean, this guy's got 4 HP, but 5 kills already. 6 villager kills for this one unit. And they have... Look at Purple. He has just surrounded the Vietnamese base. And again, some reason the high elo players, they create these jelly bean shaped bases. Cav archers, though, are safe behind this. Behind this wall off, I mean. For now. There's a bunch of town centers. Our Lithuanian's throwing away army count, but does he care? He's ahead 10 villagers, 13 villagers. He's ahead almost more than, actually not almost, more than double the army count. And there are units being streamed forward non-stop. Maybe build a few stables in a monastery here. He doesn't even care about relic number 4 and relic number 5. He is just putting on non-stop aggression. And Capuch is in damage control mode right now. He's down almost 20 villagers. Has lost access to both backwards gold and forward gold. Although, to be fair, he could still mine this. It's not within the castle radius just yet. The Lechai are going to be annoying. Ooh, where's the relic? There's the relic. I thought, what's Capuch gonna do in Imperial Age? So he's getting Bracer. Gonna add a plus, I mean, +1 attack to these cav archers. Is that really, you think that should be his focus here? He's stabilizing an army count, though. 22 cav archers, again, for the Vietnamese, plug up the hole. Or maybe he deleted something here on purpose. Remember, instead of 50 HP, they come with 60, and then add another 20 for husbandry. So they are a mobile, dangerous force. The problem is our Lithuanian's walling off. And he has now all 5 relics. Okay. So all the gold in the kingdom. Martin Imperial into GG. Maybe not in this game. Unless you mean our Lithuanian Imperials. But for now, oh my goodness, he is sniping reinforcements. Fantastic move. What the hell is our Lithuanian doing? Why is he moving around to the north of the map? By the way, Tief, the entirety of the stone mine, the quarry over here, has our Lithuanian. And now that's not enough for him. He wants the neutral stone as well. Oh, now this may not be a good move here. Ooh, if he only knew that there was a clump of villagers. By the way, one left behind enemy lines. Kind of stuck in between those two areas. Oh, no. Lithuanian skirmishers are bonkers. Not only do they move faster, but fully upgraded, they get 10 freaking pierce armor with tower shields. Carlos, why is he not using spearmen? That is a good question. That is a very good question. Where even is his barracks? I think he lost his barracks. And he's investing his wood count into archers, but does have 480 wood. And there we go. Lithuanian skirmishers not quite fully upgraded. Oh, Catherine, you're talking about the game you're playing with your friends tonight? The Prodigal Knight returns. Holy crap on a cracker. Finally see you on Twitch. You came from YouTube. Awesome. Yeah, that's right. I'm expanding my my empire. My cast of empires. Yeah, this is the last thing our Vietnamese wants to be doing. Although, to be fair, he does have the high ground. Although you are no trade here is a good trade for your gold units versus crap. But he does have 2 castles up. He is an Imperial. Our Lithuanian nowhere close to Imperial. That being said, when you have Lechai, oh, castle down. When you have Lechai that attack on what right now? A 17 with armor ignoring. Do you care about being an Imperial Age? Yeah, look, I wouldn't mind a few pikemen and whatnot just hanging around inside the base. But that would be a purely defensive, especially against this. Especially against Rams, because now he's going to have to use his villagers, and his villagers are going to die to these cavalry units. I wouldn't recommend sending out pikemen out onto the map, though. Chemistry, rattan archers, 30 cav archers. Army counts are identical, but the longer the game goes on, the economic lead for our Lithuanian is just growing and growing. 26 villagers ahead, but now he's starting to lose units here. He just lost a whole bunch of units. But he's going up to Imperial. Kapuch needs to get rid of this castle ASAP. It is on the high ground. By the way, the only high ground in the region. Unless maybe here, but this is within the firing range. He needs to get the final armor upgrade. Let's see if he notices the castle. No, he's moving direct due west. Oh no, Mike. Get some sleep. Yeah, Lemmy, so far this is Rox's, Lucky Rox's game to lose. He does notice the town center. Does Kapuch. Looks like Lucky was trying to Viper him in here, and he was going to notice the castle as well. So good vision out of him. I like the preemptive pull of villagers from our Lithuanian. Not really sure what Kapuch is going to do. Castle is down. What's this purple blob to the back? Oh, those 2 knights have been here waiting forever. Wow. Yeah, leave this to the Trebs. And there's tower shields. So these skirmishers, where are they? This is like Huskarl level armor on a skirmisher. Now it's going to be 8. And he needs to get the last upgrade as well for them. The last armor upgrade to get them all the way up to 10. Okay. Kapich is moving out. Aw, he's mining what remains of this stone. Has he seen it all depleted? Yeah. This is only 134 stone. Oh, that's so sad. And while he's busy attacking infrastructure, in comes a quartet of Lechai. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And there's the final armor upgrade. But look at this army of archers for our Vietnamese. 47 kills, 50 units, 60 total army count. Kapich has a... He's behind villagers, but man, does he have a massive hammer that he can use to batter the hell out of this Lithuanian army. This is almost deathball status. The only problem for him is look at the HP. They're down 800 HP. Which is not good. Not good when you're engaging into skirmishers and Lechai. Okay, villagers built the castle. Villagers retreat. Has he seen the gold here? He has. Why is he not taking it? Guess he doesn't really need the gold. He's got secured his primary now. Now this is going to be fun. You have the skirmisher with 10 pierce. Look at that pierce armor. 10 against the rattan with 10 pierce armor. If it's elite, though, it's not elite yet. Oh man, we are about to see a hussar spam. Let's see how many stables he has. 7 stables. Oh my god, one more ball, and the relic lead is... Okay, 2 more balls. Done. And all of a sudden, but does he care? He's transitioning into light cavalry units now. This is an epic battle here. You could definitely use a monk or 2 or 5. Castle in the exact middle. It is in the exact middle of the map. The Vietnamese do not have hussars. Winged hussars, what are the upgrades on them? No attack upgrades at all. Ooh, I don't know about that. But they're here to the rear. Nothing here to defend against them at all. Lucky Rocks is just everywhere. Everywhere there are resources to be had. You don't need to run away with so many villagers from one skirmisher. Look how little damage the cav archers do to this Lithuanian skirmisher. Yikes. You think it's going to be a throw? I don't know. Now he's got his bombard cannons in play. And he's got... Kapich has the high ground, though. I'm not sure how long these winged hussars are going to last. But the Lithuanian skirmisher for the win, and now we're getting cavaliers as well. What the hell happened to the 60 army supply of our Vietnamese? All of a sudden it's 12. Stop engaging into frickin' skirmishers. It's not a hard lesson. Looks like these winged hussars to the rear. What happened to the other 2? Did the villagers kill the other 2? No. Okay. So our Lithuanian, with pressure from, I'm not going to say the beginning of the game, but fairly early on, absolutely overwhelms the Vietnamese. And to be fair, he didn't have all the relics for the longest time. Now he's regathering them here. He's got 2 with a 3rd en route. That was a bit unfortunate for Lucky that the monastery was so forward. But wow, what a fun game number 1. But like you were saying in the chat, like this is not a skirmisher you want to fight. Look at that pierce armor. Ugh. Imagine you can combine this Pierce armor with the 20% more HP of the Vietnamese. What would win, an Imperial skirmisher or a Lithuanian elite skirmisher? I wonder. Skirmishers, Cavaliers, although who's kidding who, 99% of the game these were knights. And what the hell happened to the death ball that our Vietnamese player had? That was a little weird. The economy is about 9,000 resources, 8,000 resources apart. It's a little bit over 10%, and look at the relic gold. When you've got all 5 relics in a 55-minute game, 3,000 extra gold. Even without it, though, he was ahead about 3,300 gold. Yeah, Capuch was given a bit of leeway there. Oh my god, look at the orange line on the right side of this. I was wondering what the hell happened to his 60 army count. Yeah, this is what happened. Womp, womp, womp. Conversions 2-1, raising 16 to 13. Let's see total kill count. 230 to 271. Our Lithuanian killed 97 villagers. And even though he killed 97 villagers, look at Capuch's villager count at the end of the day. Does survive with 3 more villagers, or rather does die with 3 more villagers than his opponent. All right, well, that was a fun game number 1. Let's go on to game number 2. All right, Capuch. This time as the Huns, taking on the Japanese. Okay. And we are on 4 lakes today. So let's see. Probably could have done without hiding the vision on 4 lakes. Everyone starts with 2 patches of everything in the immediate vicinity. Goal to the back and the front for our Japanese. And this is another one of those weird map spawns where one player spawns with his back to a lake and the other player spawns with his back to nothing in between 2 lakes. Like, if I were to zoom out, if you were Lucky Rocks, would you not assume that your opponent has spawned right here at the 6 o'clock position? And if you're Capuch, do you not assume that your opponent has spawned up here at the 2 o'clock position? Curious. Capuch is not as good on Arabia as he is on other maps. Well, we're about to find out. We are about to find out. 4 lakes, same amount of stone as Arabia. A little bit more gold. A little bit less wood, a lot more food. We'll see who decides to take what lake. You think there's going to be lake laming? Those villagers were garrisoned in there a little bit longer than I thought they would have been. You've been playing a lot lately. Last 10 games, nobody GG's you. Regardless of win or lose community. That sounds a little sour. Well, hopefully you reach someone who does. Now, good and bad news here for Capuch is that the forest here to the front does provide him a little bit of protection in the forward position on the attack path between the 2 bases, whereas our Japanese base is completely open. Unfortunately for him, because it's the closest, pretty much only main source of wood for him, this could be attacked quite easily. What's the thickness here? 5? People are out GGing. David, send me the replay. It depends on how much time I have, and I'm also going to be introducing some channel membership with some perks for casting games. We're gonna have a exclusive live streams where we cast games. Rather, I guess I cast the games and you guys join in on the fun. But send it to me anyway. Or post it on Discord. But I'm like a bit overwhelmed at the moment with work and stuff, so I can't promise 100%. If I can, I will, but again, I do my best, but unfortunately for Lucky, he just lost a sheep. So Capuch is not playing nice right now. He is down 1-0, and he is going to take whatever he can. But no, David, I didn't think you meant tonight. I'm just saying, next little while is pretty busy in the homestead here. What are you gonna watch with Axel? Wall off is beginning for our Japanese, who should have a pretty decent advantage on the water over the Huns with their fishing ships. 3 for you, 3 for you. And Lucky wants nothing to do with Capuch at the moment. He is walling, or rather he doesn't want Capuch anywhere near his lake. Where are these where are these 5 villagers going right now? Lake laming? Or walling off? No, lumberjacking. Okay. I would have thought maybe you would have taken the wood over here, because if you get under attack, you can reposition them into gold mining. Here they're kind of exposed in the middle of nowhere, but we'll see how it all plays out and shapes up. The second half of Blair Witch Project. Oh my goodness. Is he into horror movies? Oh man. Your mom. Hello, hello. How are you? DTGFH change colors. I did change the colors. It was blue and purple, which in this channel gets changed to orange and purple. It always makes me, I mean, on the whole, I don't really like to change the colors of the players that they choose for themselves, but we had a referendum about a month ago, and the people have spoken. Oh, Capuch, you absolute animal. You absolute animal. Why did you have to slaughter the sheep? So he steals 1, maybe even 2, because I remember seeing a sheep down here. Maybe it was his own. Let's say he stole 1 and he just lamed 3. That is 400 food that he just, minus decay, that he took out of the mouths of the Japanese. Now, luckily, again, the Japanese are a little bit better on the water. First kill here goes to the Japanese. And again, Lucky manages to pick off a villager. Did Capuch skip loom or something? No, he has loom. So why is the scout still at 36 HP? You watch scary ghost videos on YouTube? Oof. It was Flux changing my screen. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not a techie. What does a Flux changing of a screen involve? But no, yeah, again, I try not to change the colors, but I was told blue and purple were hard for some people to see with certain color blindness. We may see a Cav Archer battle. I certainly hope so. On the whole, I would say the Japanese Cav Archer is a lot better, whereas the Hunnic Cav Archer is a lot cheaper. Japanese vegans? Yeah, exactly. He replaced those sheep with something else, with tofu. Is he going to pick off a unit? No, but he does poke it in the ass. Ooh, that is very lucky for Capuch that he didn't poke the really weak one. And again, Lucky Rocks is the one putting on aggression, but take a look at villager count now and the total population economic. He's down 4 fishing ships and down 3 villagers. Ugh, down 6 economic units on the whole. That's not great. He was in a much better position last game when he killed that villager. By the way, Capoch has taken 1 lake, 2 lake, 3 lakes. Okay. I mean, purple... I'm not sure if this is the orange sheep that I saw before. In any event, he's taken it, has our Japanese, but he's not really doing anything with it. So I'm not going to really count that towards the 400 food he lost earlier. Has he seen? He has not seen the lake. Capuch has also not seen anything, but knows that he might be under attack, suspects it. He has to run away. The spearmen actually have attack bonuses against ships, so... Okay, for now the spearman can't even reach, and he dies. Oh, burned alive. Game of Thrones style. Has anyone seen the finale of Season 2 House of the Dragon? I haven't seen it yet, but everyone on the internet is talking so much shit about it. It apparently ranks up there, or I should say down there, with the Season 8 finale of Game of Thrones. They're the 2 worst ranked finales. Shwetang, good morning, my friend. How are you? And your boiled vegetables. Okay, has purple seen? Purple has seen, orange has seen. So everybody sees everybody. So 2 lakes, east and west, are going to get contested. North and south, free to fish however they like. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that like button if you like what you see and hear. If you're watching this on Twitch, consider hitting that follow button. And showing your caster some love. Demo raft coming out. Okay. This is the part that as a caster I really don't like. Because they're... Oh, now they're ships? Okay. So our Japanese is investing. Oh, look at this. He's trying to lure them to clump so he can blow them up with the demo. That was a brilliant move. Out of Lucky. I was going to say this is the part I hate as a caster because there's excitement happening on both sides and I can't... I'm not like a crocodile with eyes on either side of my head. I can only watch one thing at a time. Schwab, you peed yourself. Okay. Like right now, you mean? Lemmy, you like watching but get stressed playing? I think that's like the anthem of Age of Empires on the whole. We love watching, we all get stressed playing, and we are going to get to see cav archers out of at least one of our players today. Shwetang, I am. Head over to Twitch, my friend. Join the growing group. Right now, oh. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Luckily, no bloodlines. Capuch has killed 4 villagers to 2. Although that number does include fishing ships. So hard to say how many villagers, how many fishing ships. Another TC. Both are going to go up to 2. These scouts are basically dead. I mean, this one villager has to be careful, but these 4 can move in and help her out. Looks like the Lake Lame attempt by our Japanese to the east has failed. To the west is about to fail. There is a demo raft in here, but against 4 fire ships. Not too sure what one demo is going to really accomplish. Looks like the scout inside the purple base has been killed. Okay, he went after the weaker. You think that's chameleons? Crocodiles look straight ahead? Maybe I'm thinking of alligators? One of those reptiles has like eyes on either side of its head, no? Shoals makes you lose hair. Yeah, at least you got to watch some Age of Empires. A little, you gotta look on the bright side of things, you know? Gotta look on the bright side of life. Shwetang, thank you. Footprints in the snow for these Cav Archers. What are their upgrades? +1 attack and range only. Botkin on the way, though. We are gonna get to see a Cav Archer war here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this Japanese cavalry archer comes with an attack bonus against foot archers, right? Or is it all archers? It might be all archers, actually. In which case, the Hunnic Cav Archers is doubly disadvantaged, missing the last armor upgrade and taking a 2 attack bonus. University to try to block him in here, but he risks it for the biscuit, going straight for that gold pile. Brian. Are you familiar with this tournament, Brian? What? Oh, what? Although, you know what? To be fair enough. I mean, he failed. Lucky Rocks failed the attempt to lame over here. He failed the attempt to lame over here. This he hasn't even touched. And now he just lost the Cav Archer here. He's being chased. Again, he has the better Cav Archer on the whole. Oh, he's also missing Husbandry. Ugh. Yikes. So he is now given up 3 lakes. And on this map, when you give up 3 lakes, you may as well just GG and save yourself the trouble of having to play. Richard, what Civ in your opinion has the better Cav Archer of these two? The Japanese, hands down. Now, is it better in an engagement? One-on-one? Yes. But the problem is the Hunnic Cav Archer is 10% cheaper in Castle, 20% cheaper in Imperial. Magyar or Turk? Ooh, I gotta go with Magyar. I like the extra range and the extra attack. Sipahi is nice. 20 extra HP is pretty good. But when you have extra range, you can outrange your opponent. It means that, in theory, with perfect micro, one-on-one, the Turkish Cav Archer shouldn't even be able to touch the Magyar Cav Archer. You've been lurking, Brian. Uh-oh, you lurker. I am doing quite well, actually, streaming to YouTube and to Twitch. And we are going into game number 3, which hopefully lasts a little bit longer. Out of all the civs, ooh. That, I mean, again, I kind of have to go with the Magyar. I just always, in my mind, range, because I'm thinking about it as a one-on-one, right? If you have one Cav Archer to one Cav Archer, if I have more range than you, in theory, you can't even touch me. That being said, I mean, that's like in a perfect world, in a science experiment vacuum, right? Oh, we already have fights over elephants here on Cotra, which is map number 3. If you're not familiar with this map, very small little land base, almost no stone, a lot less gold than normal, a lot of wood, decent, but not really great amount of food, but rush distance is tiny. Walling off is not that easy, and you can't even get to the water because there's all these rocks in the way. We have Capuch this time playing as the Malay, Lucky playing as the Aztecs. Ooh. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a bunch of Cav Archers that I like. I also don't mind the Cuman Cav Archer that is the fastest Cav Archer, I think. The spherical Magyar in a vacuum. And yet again, it's Lucky who gets the first kill of the game. And yet again, it wasn't the first kill of a villager, but the second kill was a villager. Man, Lucky likes to take these early game fights. So we've got the spam civilization that can spam two-handed swordsmen, karambits, and elephants. Then we've got the infantry killing monk roided machine that can counter everything that the Malay have, right? If they go karambits or forced levy, then you go jaguars. If they go elephants, you go monk. So I don't know. What do we favor here in Azor? This is almost GG. Is the 1984 in your name your birthday, or do you like the book? The Orwell book? Okay, I like what Capuch is doing here, making the best of a terrible situation. His zebras were lamed. And so he does what everyone in the Reddit comment section says you have to do. Instead of pulling animals, build the mill. If you build it, they will come. You are that old? That's okay. I'm a 1982 kind of guy. I am a little bit older than you. But it's good to know we have somebody in approximately my age here in the chat. Oh my god, is he going to actually try to take the meat off of these zebras? So far, I am very much liking Lucky's aggression here. I might have to start casting some of Lucky's games. I think he's the underdog in this matchup on the whole. Just because he's playing Capuch, and Capuch is the much higher elo, I believe, by maybe 100 or 300 points. 1 to 300. 1982 is the year we landed on the moon. I don't think we've ever landed on the moon. Why was that flag waving? Wink, wink. I saw I saw this funny video of if you're ever dealing with like a conspiracy theorist who's like, well, we never landed on the moon. It was all in a studio and blah, blah, blah. What you have to do is just to mess with them, you up the conspiracy theory and you go, wait a second. You believe there's a moon? Lemmy, 91. I mean, that's just... You got 9 years on us. Oh, Shrotang, you're a little bit closer to my age. I'm still the oldest person in the chat room, which makes me feel not great. Yeah, I really like Lemmy's aggression. All 3 games. He's flaming the berries. You know what? He's giving a big FU to Capuch, who not only took 1 sheep, but killed 3 in the last game. And he is giving a big FU here to him. Laming the zebras and destroying the mill. Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. The ghoul with the Star Wars reference. Catherine's also 91. Isaac the Wise. No, Isaac the Isaac the full of stupid knowledge. Brian's a 95er. Look, at least the people in the chat were born in the 20th century. At least you have a 19 in front of the last 2 digits of your birthday. Is there anyone in the chat who was born in the 2000s? Endurance 97. Okay. Just 15 years younger than me. You know who Ouchie was? The dude who suffered from radiation poisoning. Are you talking about Oppenheimer or Spock? Richard's 95. Bart, you're also a 19-something. I'm gonna have to look into this Lucky player. And this is exactly why I wanted to cast this series, because Capuch, even recently I casted one of his games. We all know Capuch. He's a fantastic player. Lucky, I don't think I've casted even a single one of his games yet. But after the United States, Argentina is the biggest Age of Empires player base in the world. How old is Hera? I think Hera is like 24 or 25. Hera might have actually been born in the year 2000. Or at the worst, 1999. Bart, yes, I am 1982. Don't remind me, please. After those first 2 kills, by the way, wherever the hell it was, somewhere here, the villager and the halberdier, or scout, I guess, my apologies, haven't been any kills since then. We who were born in the late 1900s salute you. Is an employee who got exposed to a high dose of radiation. Ooh, okay. Ooh, Bart, what month? Now, Bart, we finally have a competition on our hands. Aztec Hunter is naturally going to have a bit of an advantage here, carrying 3 more resources than normal, which is why I think Lucky feels comfortable enough to kind of hunt these guys, these zebras, far, far away. Yeah, the funny thing about Dowd is that everyone keeps calling him old, but I think he's in his late 30s. Fast castle. Definitely looks like it for the Aztec. Just needs to return home with a bit more food. Has the food, needs the gold, balanced his economy, bought a whole bunch of crap. Now he's heading up to Castle Age. 30 population. Might want to build a house. Not really training any military. No one's really training any military here. That being said, the Malay, because they go up about a third quicker, never really discount them in catching up. Might have to sell a stone if he wants to, but actually, Copper doesn't even have a market. So selling stone is not going to happen anytime soon. Spearman comes in, gets shooed away. Where's the eagle? How far away is he from helping here? Oh, he's on the other side of the world. So these villagers are on their own here. For Julia Grandpa. I forget what we are in 82. I forget if we're like millennials or what the hell the term is. It's all very, very weird. But in any event, Bart, I'm glad we have another 1982 child of the 80s in the chat. And Lucky is still housed. He's going to hit Castle Age unable to do anything. And he's building a bear. Does he not realize that he's housed? I don't see him building anything else out on the map. Oh, I saw his wood disappear, but he's building a mining camp. Okay, so he's going to hit Castle Age. And now what? You can't even train the eagle. You're housed. Oh, that is a sour oversight for our Aztec, who probably should have built a few houses while he was going up. Are we Gen X? I don't remember what the hell we are. The girls from 83 were prettier than the girls from 82. That's funny. We're about to have the third kill of the game at the 17.5-minute mark. 18-minute almost. Capoch has created an interesting wall off here. Pretty much fully walled in. I mean, I can't guarantee it with the elevation here. I'm assuming he dragged the palisade wall along some of these angles. This is problematic. This is a straggler tree, so Lucky can cut that down and build a palisade of his own on top of it if he wanted to. That our Aztecs moving forward with the siege. What else can we expect from him? See, when he built the barracks, I thought, and he was on the gold, I thought for sure we were gonna start seeing Eagle Warriors. And it looks like he kind of is going Eagle Warriors, but Adding in the Scorpion is an interesting move here. Perhaps he's expecting some of those Malay foot archers. Lemmy, that's funny. Well, yeah, Catherine, I guess right now they would be women. Okay, attacking a high priority mill is our Aztec. Defensive, I mean, Lemmy, Lemmy, I was looking at your name while commenting. Lucky went from hyper aggressive to all of a sudden hyper defensive. Is it because he saw the castle and was expecting exactly this? And like I said, in theory, the Aztecs should be able to counter all of this. Pyramids do have an attack bonus against Eagle Warriors, which is very sour here for our Aztec. Okay, Catherine, got it. Are we gonna get to see Jaguars? Yeah, endurance, that's what I think. Come on, there we go. One Jag is out on the field. Where is he, by the way? Second one being trained. Okay, so he's hanging out here near the tower. Let's see it. Take on the horde. Do it. Okay, turns around. So to the south, he's protected by a castle. To the north, by a tower. Secured both his golds. Plenty of wood for both players. Second TC going up for our Malay. You might be biased. All good. Villager difference? Yeah, he's down 11 villagers. Somehow, again, for the third game in a row. I should say, no, sorry, the second game in a row. I'm trying to think, actually. It might actually be all 3 games. Lucky kills 2 villagers, and yet Capoch doesn't seem to feel it at all. Ooh, I hear that wooden, hollow, metallic attack sound that can only mean Jaguars. Oh, this isn't... Welcome to Age of Empires. MC Escherard over here. Now, this should be a fight that Jaguars want to take in a choke point. Even with one archer firing on them. They're doing a lot of moving. They're not doing a lot of attacking, though. So far, the Jaguars have 10 kills. My goodness, that attack bonus against infantry. Especially when fighting a Karambit with, what is it, 30 HP right now? Ouch. Yeah, the quicker uptime is... It's like a sword that hangs over your head, right? You have to always factor it in, like when you're playing against the Burgundians with the button. But enough Eagles from our Aztec. Go full-on Jaguars. No attack upgrade. Doesn't need them. Damn you, Palisade Wall. Okay, so Lucky back to putting on the aggression. Let's see what he can get accomplished here. I mean, it's hard for me to even see what the wall off looks like here. I feel like it's a bunch of houses, but I feel like there's also a palisade wall here, right? That if he attacks that palisade wall and then the one behind it, should be getting in pretty easily. But he is making quick work of this house. Our Malay needs to upgrade these archers from feudal age to castle age, though. He needs to really upgrade them immediately. Okay, break in. Leave yourself an entry point. What's going on over here? House is getting attacked. I like that these 3 villagers have been mining stone here for the longest time. Karambits are going to go chasing them now. And look how much damage even just a basic Eagle Scout is taking from these feudal age archers. So maybe he doesn't need to go up to the crossbows. I mean, obviously he should, right? Yeah, okay, he agrees. 28 seconds away. Ooh. Jaguar force moving to the left. He's gonna see a TC. Back away. Let's see it. I suspect the Eagles are gonna die very quickly. Our melee targets down the Scorpion. Does not want these crossbows contested in any way. And the Jaguar is also not going to stand very long against these crossbowmen. So Army Group North has died. Army Group South is being joined by a few villagers building a castle. Now there's a Karambit blocking the... Oh, my goodness, they kill him so fast. Are they actually enough to two-shot the Karambit? So 10 attack. How much armor do these guys have now? Just 2. So 18 damage to a 30 HP unit. Yeah, it's enough to a two-shot. What will win here? Oh, Capuch's micro or Lucky's micro so far. Lucky doing a fantastic job. Oh, attack grounding the Karambits as well. He's got 2 mangonels here. Capuch needs to stop hugging this castle. It's giving Lucky an opportunity to get these shots off. On his part, Lucky needs to bring in more villagers. I don't know that 7 villagers are enough, although right as I say that, Capuch retreats. Town center now in jeopardy. Nothing happening up here. Okay, so the battlefield is focused, refocused to the south. I love when the players wall off certain parts, and then when they finish constructing the castle, they just forget about it and they keep building the wall off that they don't really need anymore. Good news for Capuch is that all his infrastructure here is on the high ground, so it's gonna take a little bit longer for our Aztec to destroy it. Now, our Aztec might want to start taking some of this gold. He's going up. They're both going up to Imperial. Minute 20 for one, 2 minutes 40 for the other. OSHA would not approve of the construction. Shoddy workmanship. How many kills do they have? Our Aztec has killed 53 to 19. So Lucky yet again being hyper aggressive. Villager kill counts the exact same at 4. Jaguars are healing up inside the castle. By the way, I discovered earlier today that healing inside of a fortified church for the Armenians and the Georgians is actually much, much faster than a town center or a castle. It is like it's not even a fair comparison how much faster it is inside a fortified church. I didn't realize that villagers garrisoned inside healed up like 2 to 4 times faster. Oh, how many kills on the mangonels? 18 kills, 0 friendly fire is a fantastic stat. Capuch losing units to mangonels. Uh-oh. Mangonels on the high ground. I'm surprised they're not enough to one-shot. Ooh. And all of a sudden, the very scary force of the Aztec doesn't look so scary anymore. A bunch of infantry, slow-moving infantry against high-ground castle Karambits. You know, Capuch feels comfortable. He knows the Jaguars are somewhere here, so he's pivoting all the way to the right. They're not exactly very quick on their feet, the Jaguars, but those 2 we saw earlier are back. I'm gonna try to highlight them and see how many kills they get before they get taken out, because right now they are just running amok. 2 kills already. Another mangonel falls to the crossbows. Okay, just the 2 kills, and they're being lured to their deaths. Ouch. No ballistics for purple, very much ballistics for orange, of course. He's going Malay foot archers. That being said, it is 2 castles to 1. Aztec's second castle, which is their first castle, very far away. This is a lot of high ground, by the way. I'm surprised no one's putting anything up here. Right as I say that, the crossbows move right there. What a huge high ground here. Man, this is like... what do we think? 5 or 6 or 7 tiles of elevation? Okay, purple trebs are down. Lucky is down 35 villagers, 26 army count. He keeps losing mangonel after mangonel after mangonel. And now he's going to throw his jaguars into the meat grinder. Why? Maybe to try to keep the crossbows in place? He's going to need such a fantastic shot, Will Lucky. He does not get it. Well, there you go. Capuch takes game number 3. Again, I really like Lucky's aggression early on in the game, but he seems to have trouble sustaining it throughout. Even the first game wasn't such a clear, decisive victory for him. Crossbows, karambits, 21 jaguars. It was fun to see those. 6 mangonels. Only the first 2 really getting any real damage done. The next 4 basically died the second they were born. 3 trebs, 5 eagles, PKPM, end of the game, PKPM. Oh my goodness, literally the end of literally 5 seconds ago for Capuch. And PKPM for our Aztec right at the beginning. Again, he's down about 7,500 resources. He doesn't manage to get all 4 relics. And remember, for the Aztecs, having 4 relics is the same as having more than 5 relics with their extra gold generation. No conversions, 8 buildings destroyed for 3. Mont Pelado. Brian, what is Pelado? Mountain Plateau? Ooh, Thomas. Is it? Shit. Sorry, I'm keeping an eye only on the... Oh, now I see your chat. Okay. Is it specifically an Argentinian competition or LATAM? I think from what I've seen, it's only Argentinians. Miftar, what is APM? Actions per minute. Basically, how many times the players have clicked and dragged and hit keys on their keyboard. Yeah, sorry, Thomas. Now I see your chats from 15 minutes ago. I'm so sorry. I don't know why the hell it's not integrated into the restream. Yikes. All right, let's move on to game number 4. Pelado is bald, naked. Bald Mountain. All right, bear with me. All right, we find ourselves on Land Madness, the chessboard of Age of Empires, with a bunch of odd little squares of bamboo. And I think this map might have Bush A, if I'm not mistaken. There's always Bush B and C, but I think this might be the map, unless I'm thinking African Clearing might have Bush A. We'll keep an eye out. In any event, an absolute atrocious base spawn here for Lucky, whose entire base is completely open. He is playing as the Magyars in purple. Capuch this time as the Portuguese in orange. Comes from the word pele, skin. Okay. Good to know. By the way, just so people aren't confused, the amount of elevation is irrelevant to the bonus around that. As long as you're higher. Oh yeah, exactly. You can be 50 tiles or 1 tile above your opponent. It is all the same. Ibex, Piggly Wigglies, boars, and forage bushes. Let's take a look at the resource count. A lot of stone, a lot of gold, a lot of wood, a lot of food. This is a very lush map. And again, In true Age of Empires logic, when one player spawns in the, let's say, 1230 position, his opponent, does not spawn in the 630 position. They, of course, spawn in the 9 o'clock position. And when you spawn in the 9 o'clock position, your opponent does not spawn at the 3 o'clock position. They indeed spawn at 1230. Let's take a look at where the resources are, because they are all over the map, but you do still start with a few close by. Gold to the north. Okay, not on the attack path. Capuch's gold very much on the attack path, as is his secondary gold patch of 3 here. Both players have some forests to the rear of their bases. Looks like Capuch has a lot more. Ooh, you think, Lemmy, you think he's going to go the red phosphor build? Somebody posted on Reddit that lately there have been a lot of high elo players that have fallen to the red phosphor build. It's that freaking powerful. Somebody mentioned how Lewis beat Mr. Yo with it recently. But we'll see. There is definitely now one of the attributes of the red phosphor build is that when you get your castle, you place it in a position to protect gold and wood, since those are the only 2 real resources you need for the organ gun. A castle right here could be very dangerous, protecting 2 patches of gold, as can a castle to the rear, although I suspect he's not going to place a castle to the rear unless he places it like here on top of this bald mountain. But a castle right here could be very deadly to get both golds and the wood. Great idea to build a tower here, just to go on the tutorial. Yeah, this would be a fantastic place for a house. So I'm curious to see if Capuch goes the aside from the Viper, I haven't really seen any of the top elo players use the red phosphor build. Viper is the only one that I remember seeing in the last month or so, when he played Bengalis. So we'll see. That being said, Magyars are going to have a fun time on this map, killing all the various tigers that exist. Now, ooh. Interesting wall off here. I mean, this is weird. If you're going to extend it, I guess he's going to extend it to the rear, like all the way there. Our Magyar making no attempt to wall any of this off. Both players going barracks for the moment. Both players 18 population going up to the next age, it looks like. That loom difference. Yeah, purple no loom, orange loom. Safer, what's his vision? Whose vision? Capuch has not seen where his opponent is, and as I suspected, he's going from the 9 o'clock position straight to the 3 o'clock position, as any normal human being would. Whereas, oh my goodness, look at Lucky. Did the exact same thing. Went from the 12 o'clock position to the 6 o'clock position. Then he had a decision to make. Do I go left or right? And he chose poorly. To quote the Crusader Knight from Indiana Jones, he chose poorly. That being said, so did Capuch. Oh, Age of Empires. You silly, silly game. As I was watching T90's feature, the Phosphor Huang Best of 7, he mentioned that Beery wanted to fight the winner. Ooh. Oh, you're asking about his vision about the woods? I don't think you can wall to the woods, though, right? Or do you think he would have gone to the north of the woods, like walled off a bigger section? For now, our Magyar with those cheaper discounted light cavalry units is moving forward here. He's going up to 4 of them. And yet again, Lucky is the one being super aggressive. That being said, probably not Capuch's first time playing against the Magyars, so he's already got 2 spearmen out. And they're patrolling this opening here that he's created, the funnel. He is secure to the south, he's secure to the north. And to be fair, this does give him access to gold, a lot of wood. But like I said, if he's going Phosphoru build, which it doesn't really look like he's going Phosphoru build, castle here would be absolutely deadly. Unknown player, yeah, exactly. You can't build on this rocky terrain. And again, it is Lucky who draws first blood. Now, do we think Capuch should have built to the north and maybe placed a lumber camp here to help secure that location? Secure another forest. So that's about 10, 11,000 wood. Yeah, this map does lend itself to weird wall-offs, Martin. But this is definitely a little bit of a weird one. If he was gonna already build, what is this? 13 and 10, 23 palisade walls. Actually, wouldn't have been able to reach the wall there. Anyway, we'll see what happens here. It looks like Lucky got a second kill, but Capuch did manage to kill a purple villager here as he decays into the gold. Not a bad place to die, surrounded by a bunch of gold. Second wood line can be a TC. Thomas, which second wood line? You mean the one up to the north? Now it kind of looks like our Portuguese is fully walled in. And now we're starting to create a secondary wall off here. Magyar adding in a few foot archers. They're going to have fletching in 20 seconds. You like the aesthetic look of the minimap? It looks like kind of like a bacteria in a microscope, like a petri dish. You expect it's going to be a 1TC? We're going to find out. It reminds me of a map from Warcraft 2, actually. The Tides of Darkness, or whatever it was called. They had a lot of square forests in those days. And here we go. Our Magyar is just going to deplete the wood of our Portuguese. Little does he know that as long as the berries are still around... No, the berries are not around. Never mind. I was going to say wood is cheap. Our Portuguese is defending. And houses are not expensive. But what is Lucky doing back home? Let's take a look. He's down villagers again. Even though this time it's him who lost the villager. What's inside the archery range? Archer, stable, barracks, blacksmith, no market. No market for our Portuguese either. I'm surprised that this entire time it's been, what, 3 or 4 minutes of Magyar archers trying to kill Portuguese villagers building houses, that they haven't killed a single villager yet. Right? I don't think this is... Yeah, this is not a villager kill. That was up here. Okay, now he's pivoting to this side. Portuguese foot archers are pivoting as well. Upgrades for our Portuguese are going to deplete his food. Meanwhile, our Magyar, our Magyar is almost at 600 food and 500 gold. He might be able to buy his way up if he wanted to. And there's the market to do exactly that. But a band of hungry Portuguese scouts with 1 kill already, 1 villager kill. Oh, these are the veterans from the northern campaign. They are here and they are hungry for blood. Will one spearman in a town center be enough to shoo them away? It certainly seems like it. He bought 100 food. Did he even really need to buy that 100 food? Not really. But he did it anyway. Saved himself about, what, 20 seconds? And our Magyar is going up to Castle Age. Ooh. The bamboo. That freaking bamboo that looks to me like those alien eggs that have the face huggers inside. Betraying the Portuguese. That being said, the pressure on the Portuguese base is over. Capuch also has a market inside of here. He is balancing as best he can, but he is nowhere close to going up to the next stage. That's funny, Brian. Like every 1980s movie ever. Can Capuch come out to play? Ooh, he's leading these scouts into a bit of a trap here. He's leading them into a trap. Lucky beware, lucky beware. Oh, he notices too late. Looks like behind this, Capuch has gotten another villager kill. Beautiful maneuver out of Lucky. Like I said, I'm going to try to find some more games from Lucky. He might be one of the rising stars to keep an eye on. Richard, it's not a lot. I think it's like first place is like $250 or something like that. It's not like a huge tournament in terms of prize pool. I think the gimmick of this tournament, or like the selling point, is I think the players chose the maps themselves. If I'm not mistaken. The hero of the people. Okay, our Magyar is upgrading his units to light cavalry. Capuch is still a minute, just under a minute away from going up to the final, no, rather not final, the next age. But his army's kind of stuck here. Okay, was stuck here. Bodkin completes. That is an expensive army to lose here. And he ran away with his scouts. They're down 200 HP. Kill count's basically identical, 11 to 12. Our Magyar, though, is down again in villager count. Monastery. Cav archers for the Magyar. Let's see it. Husbandry and padded archer armor being gotten as well. They already have Bodkin, as we saw. They have husbandry. Chris, hello, hello. Chris, tomorrow's game at 3 p.m. My regular game is going to have Berbers in it. So you'll have to see if the curse that has been lifted falls on the Berbers again. As our Magyar catches out a pair of knights here. Ugh. Now remember, all Portuguese units cost less gold. 20% less gold, if I'm not mistaken. So all of their units are a bit cheaper when it comes to that. And what an army our Portuguese has. 5 scouts, 4 knights, a spearman, an archer, a monk, and 1 scorpion en route. Looks like he did lose one of his scouts, killing 2 or 3, actually 4 archers. That is a good get for him. Loses a scout underneath the TC, though. Lucky has a song composed by Locoser and AI. Is Lucky, again, this is because I cast like usually the really high elo players, the top like 10 to 15. Sometimes I'm not as familiar with these players as everyone else. Nikov was destroyed by he was destroyed by Nikov the other. Politics. By the way, 3 town centers for our Magyar, a second one being built for our Portuguese, rather has been built for our Portuguese. Army counts are identical. Our Magyar is housed but down the same 5-6 villagers. He's been down a while. Chris, no, don't bring that energy. I don't want another patch. Every time they introduce another patch, I lose a whole set of games that I can't cast anymore from 2 patches ago. You can only go back 1 patch on Steam. And so I lose a whole bunch of games that I intend to cast, and then it pisses me off. I wish they would announce when they're intending to release these patches. Give us at least a week heads up or notice. And not just surprise us like, oh, hey, it's midnight on a Thursday. Guess what? The Bulgarians have extra armor. Come on, man. Third town center for our Portuguese going up. Magyar is here. Upgrades. +2, +1. Yeah, Brian, like I said, the Argentinian Age of Empires community is a huge community. So that's why part of me was, I was curious to cast this tournament. At least the finals of the tournament. I didn't know this tournament even existed, to be honest. Shows you my ignorance. And let's see how much damage our Magyar can do here. Again, I'm really loving Rock's. I mean, I guess technically Lucky's aggression. So far, the 4th game in a row. And look at the villager count. Oh, he's actually on par with villagers. That might be the first time. Is he going to see the TC? What a fantastic scouting. I think the light cavalry unit saw it before. Ooh, if he only... Did he see that there's... Did he see the gold down here? No, he doesn't know that there's gold here. This is a bunch of villagers that are ripe for the taking. Okay, well, he was on par villagers a second ago. Now he's down 6 villagers again. Mangonel chooses to fire on the knights instead of the scorpions. Why did he fire on the knights and not on the scorpions? Are gearing up towards a nice castle age battle. Lucky discovers a castle going up. We'll see what he can actually do about it. He can attack from the north actually and do quite well. He's also missing ballistics, which is a little annoying if you're going cav archers. He loses a monk. He loses a mangonel. Derek. This is the Argentinian jousting tournament. A 1v1 tournament where I think the players pick their maps. Chris, time for limoncello? Ooh, I'm jealous. Okay. So Lucky's aggression has stalled. 4th town center going up for him. He's not really training army at the moment. He's not really doing anything except building training villagers. And now he's starting to lose infrastructure. I like that he's all over the map, which is nice. And I love this move out. He knows that his opponent is here in the middle of the map. So what does he do? He strikes down to the south. I mean, I'm definitely casting more Lucky games. This kind of game sense is fantastic, and he's gonna... Oh no, he doesn't have ballistics. He doesn't have freaking ballistics. Oh, that's so sour. 1 villager for a cav archer with ballistics. He probably would have gotten 3 or 4 more of those villagers. Ow. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And now he has to go home because, yeah, well, he's under attack. And he's gonna have to try to rear end this army with cav archers against siege. Okay, what's he gonna go after first? What's he gonna go after first? The monk? If only there was an upgrade that could make him hit moving targets better. And there it is, 22 seconds away. Yikes. Doc, hello, hello. Just the Toyota Corolla. How goes down under? Yeah, I think he just wants to brute force entry into the base. Both players going up to Imperial. Our Portuguese will hit it a few seconds before his opponent. And Lucky is still down those same 7 villagers. Just finished walking your wombat past the Vegemite store and the drop bears on your way to your surfing lesson and every other Australian stereotype I can think of. By the way, where are those cav archers all of a sudden? Oh, they're inside the castle healing up. So one player is healing with monks, the other player healing with a castle. Knights, by the way, pretty much number 1, not a lot of kills. 3 kills is not a lot for 17 knights. Number 2 are pretty much at a full health. Oh no. Okay, okay, well there you go. Ballistics for the win. Ooh, Lucky is going to discover a castle very, very quickly here. Ooh, does save one cav archer by the skin of his teeth. Players getting good scouting of each other's bases and all the various resource gathering. Oh yeah, baby. Heavy cav archer, recurve bow, bracer, chemistry. Oh my goodness. We are about to see the Magyar archer, cav archer army maxed out. He needs to keep them alive though. He's losing them more and more and more. He needs to keep them alive for at least 46 more seconds. And he needs to get some armor upgrades too. Who's kidding who? Your dangerous spiders are spread over a massive land. There you go. There you go. There you go with the upgrades. Attack upgrades almost fully complete. 8 range on this unit. There we go. Like game number 1 where we saw Vietnamese cav archers taking on Lithuanian knights, we are at the classic heavy cavalry versus lighter cavalry archer trope. A single organ gun was built wide just to get at these villagers. Did it even get one of them? No, it didn't even get any of them. Supergen, you like spiders? Ever since I saw the movie Arachnophobia, I have had, well, basically arachnophobia. That movie scared the hell out of me. Ooh, we're getting hussars for our Magyar. Should he have spent the gold on hussars or should he have spent the gold on more cav archers? He's only at 29 cav archers. He's down 18 villager pop. He's down 11 army count. He still has marauding bands of cavaliers trying to snipe villagers, so Lucky has to be on the lookout. I remember I did once go to a fair. Ooh, one more arrow? One more arrow? Come on! Why is this guy not dying? Okay, there we go. And he's trying to run off the edge of the world. Save me! Save me! But he was not saved. Oh, and now Lucky is gonna get done to him what he did to Kapuch in game number 1, facing a bunch of skirmishers. I don't know if he can justify Hussar Cav Archers with that eco. That's exactly it. But with the Hussars, at least he has a bit of a meat shield against these skirmishers. But let's see what he can get done here. Oh my goodness, X-Files. That also scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. Yes, Jen, spiders are like cats in that regard, right? A lot of people like their pest control. And I did go to, I was about to say, I went to a fair once where somebody let me hold a tarantula, and it wasn't terrible. I thought I would be a lot more scared, but it wasn't bad. I mean, the Portuguese army is starting to spiral in terms of size. 17 of it is skirmishers, but almost all of the Magyar army is Cav Archers, which take double bonus from skirmishers of, what is it, +4 Archer, +2 Cav Archer. That being said, they do have 12 attack. So the skirmishers push forward, zone out the Cav Archers. Behind it, castles, trebs, and cavaliers are wrecking the infrastructure of the Magyar, who has no castles except all the way over here. And I'm not even sure you really need Magyar Hussars at this point. I mean, they'll kill the trebs in the blink of an eye, but beyond that... Jeez. I've never heard of Millennium. What is that? Is that like a horror genre? I assume, Jen, if you said it's disturbing, it's not a comedy series. Cavaliers to the north have just slaughtered a whole bunch of villagers. Villager kill count 42 to 15 all of a sudden. But here we go. The Magyar makes a stand. What will win out? Which meat shield will win here? Okay, we don't exactly get to find out because the Magyar retreats. He's down 24 army count. Does Kapuch have Criollas? It doesn't look like it. I don't see any giant red orange structures on the minimap. So no, he is at full 200 population. So Kapuch is not really playing red Phosphoru or Feitoria strategy here. He is just going full on, hey, I've got a 20% gold discount, and look at my resources. I can produce these cavaliers all the live long day. And like I said, as long as he can zone out the Magyar army inch by inch, look at this, he's encroaching on the Magyar territory. Our Magyar has a second castle up for all the good that that's going to do him. Honestly, as the Magyar, should at this point just sell your stone, get gold, make more Cav Archers, or try to go up to Paladin, or is it too late for Paladin? Can you imagine out of nowhere, you're Kapuch, you think you have this game won, and suddenly 20 fully upgraded Magyar Paladins, which are just as powerful as any other fully upgraded Spanish Paladin, for example, pop out of the ether? But that might be a pipe dream. I mean, his entire northern settlement is gone. He's got a few stables here, but they're under occupation from the Portuguese castle, and he has no production here. He's got one archery range, a few back here. Oh, now he's losing Cav Archers and villagers. Too much loss here for our Magyar, who is down 70 population. Oh no, salt in the wound. Murder mystery with occult? Ooh. Damn. Okay. Lucky is on the verge of elimination here. 96 Cavalier, 87 Cav Archers. I love that we got to see the fully upgraded Magyar Cav Archer. But look at the mini-map. Death and destruction everywhere. Buildings being destroyed. Castles going up for orange. How many freaking castles does our Portuguese have? 7 castles. And our Magyar, again, did he even really need to build more than one castle to get that one upgrade? Ah, this is unfortunate. Oh yeah, he doesn't have the eco for Paladin. I was just fantasizing out loud what would have happened if instead of the Hussar upgrade, he had invested in maybe Cavaliers and then Paladins of his own. But yeah, he just step by step lost map control and couldn't take this fight. Doc, you never heard of Lucky Rocks? He's a pretty good Argentinian player. I think like 2,400 elo or so. Rovsi, hello. Yes, this is an Argentinian tournament. Thomas, I agree. Cast a stream. I agree. Hussar was a huge mistake. I think he may have wanted to neutralize these skirmishers. But I think the Hussar upgrade does cost 600 gold, which is could have been better spent elsewhere. And then he fell victim to the trap of when you're under attack, you turtle up significantly, whereas somebody like Hera, for example, you best believe their Cav Archers would have been here. And then here. Oh, look at this. This is funny. Okay. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck? Let's take a look at the economies. Massive 15,000 resource difference in economy. 3 relics for our Portuguese. 1 conversion. Okay. 30 buildings destroyed. This is problematic. But even more problematic is 85 villager kills to 21. And yeah, the mini-map is just way too bad now. This is way too bad. And this is not exactly a map you can turtle up on either, right? This is a map of very wonky wall-offs because of these various rocky parts of the terrain. Interesting enough, FedEx is a chess grandmaster, almost certain the strongest chess player amongst strong. Ooh. How much wood would a Capochville chuck if a Capochville had any wood lines left? Hello, Lord Petito. All right, bear with me as we load up game number 5. And yeah, I really do wonder how it would look if he had gone maybe a bit of a heavier cavalry than Hussars. Again, I get that you needed the meat shield, but to be fair, 600 gold when you're down that bad is could have been better spent elsewhere. Hold on. Not gonna cry over spilled milk. We move on to game number 5, which is Migration, where everyone starts on a very nice tropical island. To the north, to the south, and then they all try to migrate to the big island in the center here. And we'll see. Ooh, we've got actually 2 nice naval faring civilizations. The Italians for Lucky, and the Dravidians for Capoch. I'm curious to see how Lucky, who has been the one who puts on all of the early game aggression in the first 4 maps, is going to handle a water-based map. Not even mentioning another 10 2K2 plus. Rob, so you mean there's a lot of them at that Elo, or there's a lot of them at that Elo that play chess? You also want to start in a tropical island? Sorry, bear with me. At that elo that are not gemmed. Yeah, I was mentioning how earlier how one of the reasons I wanted to cast this tournament is because after the US, Argentina is the second biggest player base for this game. And so, not that I cast a lot of like American, I think pretty much Daniel and Red Phosphoru are the only ones that I've casted lately that are Americans. But I felt like I should maybe include some more Argentinians, especially in my Rising Stars series, which has been pretty much survivalist and Huang lately. And then looking into the games of Lucky and Lucho and anyone between the 22 to 2400 Elo, I came across this tournament and I was like, ooh, what is this? Because I'd never heard of this tournament, but it had some of the big names in it, including Capuch, of course. And thus, the stream was born. Manco, hello, hello. Yes, this is your event. Wow, I'm so glad you joined. You said hello. Yeah, if you guys aren't familiar, the Manco is a fellow caster, a Hispanohablante caster, and this is your tournament. Wow, that's so cool. Thanks for saying hi. Doc, GM stands for Grandmaster. I think it's time for Magnus to step aside. I appreciate that he's a fantastic chess player. I just feel like he's a bit of a dick. Wow, that's so cool that Manco stopped by. Yeah, I have the link. If you're interested in the in more details about the tournament, check out the link in the description of the video here. Manco, I was watching some of your shorts last night when I was looking into the tournament. 17 Grandmasters in Argentina. Damn. Is Magnus retiring? I don't know. I feel like he's got a bit of a shitty personality, which I don't like. All right, so far, Lucky, for the first time in 5 games, is keeping pace with his opponent in terms of civilian population. Although, of course, as I say that, he goes down 1 fishing ship. There are no Aussie pro players. We are all outside. Yeah, exactly. Thomas, I agree. I don't think he's a good ambassador for chess as well. He's an amazing chess player. Manco, claro. Hablo un poquito español. Pero estudié and 20 años y no hablo. My Spanish needs a lot of improvement. I've been trying to improve it a lot lately, but estudié en la universidad en 2004 para lo siento, 2001 para 3 años. Y para 6 meses yo vive con 3 hispanohablantes, 2 de Madrid, 1 de Barcelona. Well, for 2 of the 3 years that I studied Spanish, my teacher was Argentinian. And so their dialect was what we learned. And again, I don't mind him, Magnus, just because he's amazing. He might be like one of the top 5 players of all time, if not the #1 player of all time. But, you know, you don't have to be a dick about it. I don't know. It's also a bit of a personality, but I get it. It's like 2024. He's trying to make himself a name for himself on like social media and stuff. Okay, for now, who will make first landfall It looks like 2 villagers and a scout for our Italian, who is 15 seconds away from feudal. Lord Petito, I do have a Discord. If you look at the pinned comment, I see you're on YouTube. There should be a pinned comment with the link to the Discord. Thank you, Rob. See, I don't think I've enabled those exclamation points. I am really bad. I am really bad at getting my shit together and doing that. But slowly, slowly, little bit by little bit. Is chess an esport yet? I don't think so. I don't know what chess is technically qualifies as. 2 villagers and a scout as well for orange, and by the way, Lucky sees it immediately. Both players going for a barracks, stable already up, and castle for our Italian. Remember, they pay 15% less to go up to the next stage. So aside from the Byzantines, they should be pretty quick to going up to Imperial. Yeah, Thomas, I've heard that about what you're saying. Derek, you should hang out with your wife, yes. Enough Age of Empires. Lord Petito, thank you for joining. How do you say that in Spanish? Gracias por unitar mi Discord. Online chess, especially speed, is definitely an esport. Still have many over-the-board tournaments with no real digital aspects. That should preclude it from being an esport. And that's why I said chess is a weird one. Chess is a weird one. Because I would imagine 99% of the games of chess being played around the world are being played on the computer. Whereas the 1% of tournaments, but that's like the Grandmaster tournaments, are all held in person. So, I don't know. I leave it to brainier people than me to figure that out. Your wife should come hang out with us. I highly doubt that's going to happen. Gracias por unirte a mi Discord. Okay, gracias, Lord Petito. Hikaru is a pure gamer. Yeah, he's like... If they were all like Hikaru, then I would say probably it is an esport, but... A chess LAN tourney. By the way, big action happening here. A bunch of spearmen attacking one another. Looks like our Italian is going to win out in the end, but his knight has to retreat. Even at 100 HP, they need to be careful of a 15 attack bonus from these spearmen. Thomas, you know one thing that I love to do? I like to, when I go to New York, I love to play chess with those hustlers. I love it. I've won one time, only one time, and I caught him cheating. He repositioned the knight from one tile to another, and I caught him, and then he just tapped out. But every other time I lose. They're such good quick players. Doc, you don't have that in Australia? In Toronto we have that too. There's a bunch of little parks where people play chess. To be fair though, I used to do a lot of chess tournaments when I was younger. But lately, I can't play chess in person for the same reason I can't ever play poker in person. I can't stand the person opposite of me fidgeting and making sounds and, you know, clicking a little piece against the table and making little chewing sounds and mouth sounds, and it's a little annoying to me. So I like to, you know, prefer to have my silence at home when I sit on the app. Thomas says that's exactly what we have in Toronto. We don't have those like hustlers like in New York City, like in Washington Park. Here we have just a bunch of old Greeks and Italians. I met a Serbian refugee that used to upcycle materials into drum cymbals. Interesting. My ex-girlfriend was a Serbian, and I used to play her dad in chess all the time. And he would just feed me rakia endlessly until I was so tipsy that I couldn't really play that well. Although he was still better than me, even when I was sober. Who's kidding who? I'm not gonna lie. Demo joins this navy here. Civilian populations are identical, but it kind of looks like our Dravidian is the one putting on the pressure this game, but he might want to be careful here. Demos are coming out for both players. 3 orange, 2 purple. Both players have established a foothold on Center Island. Rakia is dangerous. Homemade rakia is even more dangerous. My goodness. You could peel paint with that shit. I consider myself to have a pretty fair tolerance in alcohol, but man, did I get smashed with that homemade fucking moonshine. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to drop. Well, I guess a PG-13 we get 1 F-bomb. Yeah, Thomas, I believe that. Italian Navy running away. Okay, why are you running away? Does he expect some kind of side attack? Is he trying to attack the 2 fire ships over here? Knights are under attack from the monk. Well, he does get 1 conversion. Castle for our Italian being placed right in the dead center. So navies, for all that they were built and mustered, are not really engaging into one another just yet. I'm curious to see the battle on the land between these 2 civilizations, which is why I feel like I'm missing a lot of the naval engagements. 3-1. We know how that ends. Italian castle is up, though. I suspect we're not really going to get to see Genoese crossbows in this matchup. Or, to be fair, condottieri. Ooh. You wanted it gone, you paid the price. Okay, so we're basically having a battle of attrition here, which probably better for the Italian. Oh, obviously, I believe that. I don't think, aside from maybe this like inner core of Center Island, there is nowhere safe here on this map. There is no place that you can run away, that you can't be attacked amphibiously. Ooh, yeah, let's see some barracks here. You mean barracks on home island? That's one cool thing I like about the Italians is they don't need marauders. They don't need anarchy. They hit Imperial and they can immediately start pumping out condottieri. That being said, it's going to be our Dravidian who hits Imperial first. Lucky is nowhere close. Oh, and I said we're not going to get to see Genoese crossbowmen. Of course we're seeing Genoese crossbowmen, but why? I don't see... There's against 1 knight? Might as well go crossbows as opposed to Genoese. Ropsy, I think you're right about the Hera Viper final with these 2 civs. Yeah, Doc, that's going to be a fantastic tournament. Absolute fantastic tournament. I think there's another qualifier stage happening. Oh, all 5 monks. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. 500 gold down the toilet. Where's this monk going? Relic count 2 to 1. I believe there should be 2 more. Yeah, there's 1 relic to the west, 1 relic to the east. Another Dravidian castle going up to counter the Italian castle. That was a fantastic hit. Ninja Turtles need to run away here. You do not have the range to engage into these villagers. Nope. Back away. Navies look like they might be on patrol. How many fishing ships do both players have? Our Italian has 10. Our Dravidian has 5. No, they're not on patrol at all. They are moving in for the kill. As are 3 on this side of the map. Our Italian Navy is non-existent. He's got 6 fire ships. They're down about 15% HP. One of them is here. So not very helpful, and unfortunately that's a full health one over here. And a minute 30 away is our Italian, who again, remember, they don't need 1,000 gold, 800 food. They pay a little bit of a discount. They go up at a discounted rate. Catherine, good luck in your game. And have a fantastic night. Ooh, he's not going to waste himself on a half-dead fire galley. Where is he going, though? Transport? No, he doesn't get that either. Yeah, our Italian is way ahead in the kill count. And he's getting up a second town center as well. Like I said, I am very impressed with Lucky's play, as honestly I should be with a 2K4 player. I think he needs to practice maybe sustaining his aggression a little better in the first 4 games we saw. But aside from that, I absolutely love the aggression out of him. By the way, what is this unit behind here? It's so hard to see sometimes. Battering ram. Italian castle under attack. Has our Dravidian seen the one to the north? He has not. Ravsi, I hope you're wrong. Just so we get to see 3 more games in this best of 7. Look, okay. Our Dravidian, 1 dock down, shoos away a couple of fires. Oh, here we go. Fast fire ship, bracer chemistry. Does he have Pavis? No, he does not. Our Italian doesn't have any armor. I mean, one of the big selling points of your foot archers is the extra armor. Where are the condottieri? Also non-existent. What was Lucky expecting out of our Dravidian that he went so full hardcore on the Genoese crossbowman? As opposed to just your basic arbalester. Ouch. Unfortunate bastard. Oh yeah, that's just unfortunate for Lucky. I mean, these are Dravidian trebs, right? They're not Warwolf trebs. They seem to be hitting every single, seem to be hitting every volley they take. Mangonel also dies. I'm just curious because if I'm not mistaken, the Arbalester, number 1, not a super expensive upgrade. And number 2, I think they have more range, do they not? Than a Genoese crossbow? Or is it the same range? I'm trying to think. I like the bombard cannon. The Italians do pay less gold for all their gunpowder units. That's a good... Oh, and again, what the hell? How is he getting these shots? Our Italian's in a bit of trouble here. Oh, Cappage is definitely not a chump. Cappage is an amazing player. Yeah, that win condition failed miserably then. Martin, you think he's expecting elephant archers? That's why he went Genoese? Could be. But if you're going to go Genoese crossbow or any kind of foot archer, why not get any armor upgrades? If you're relying on your Genoese bonuses, right? Are they elite? No, they're not. So it's not the greatest bonus for Camel 5, Cavalry Elephant 5. More naval, not really. Looks like purple is abandoned, except for one dock up here. Sister castles going up. Okay, so our Italian is shifting the battlefield up north because his center is about to collapse. Dravidian skirmishers, do they have no, they just fire faster than normal. Yeah, fair enough. About the Genoese crossbow. Lucas. Bienvenido. Sí, todo bien. Gracias. Martin, you think it's already over? I mean, it is when you put your frickin' bombard cannon into the castle firing range. And let's see if the Dravidian Trebs can get lucky again here. Oh, now our Dravidian is mixing hand cannoneers, elephants, and elephant archers. Okay. So the Genoese crossbows were the right move, just maybe 15-20 minutes a little too early. And where are those elephants going to pop out of? There is one chunky boy waddling his way forward. Absolutely no upgrades for him. What's going on here? Fire ship. It's a bit of an embargo happening on home island for our Italian. Army counts are ludicrously one-sided, 56 to 12. Yeah, at this point, honestly, it's Capuch's game to lose. That being said, there's a bunch of Italian bombards here. But they need to be babysat. They need to be microed quite well. And again, he's going up to 5 of them, but he's at a 40 army count, 41 villager deficit. Yeah, this is unfortunately going to be a 4-1 series. It definitely looks like it. Unless Capuch just move commands his army into the castle firing, that's all. You never know what can happen in these games. I love that elephants are more viable. I love that they increased the movement speed, made them a bit cheaper. Yeah, and now he's just throwing away units as lucky. Now he's just streaming them into a meat grinder. Unless this is all intended to keep the skirmishers in place while the bombards get at them. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, Ropsy, I agree. That's why I said I honestly would have preferred if instead of a castle, he placed down the 3 archery rangers you were talking about. I would have much more have preferred that. That being said, I'm not the one here playing, and there you go. I'm not the one under stress and pressure. So Capuch takes the final. Damn. I mean, game number 1 was an interesting game because Lucky took it, but he took it. It wasn't a decisive overwhelming of the opponent, right? It was a hard fought battle. And then he put on the aggression. Unfortunately, again, let's see what really went wrong here. PKPM beginning, PKPM right at the end for Capuch. I want to see the economies. Yeah, again, he's at a significant economic disadvantage against Capuch. Now, I don't know if this is because he's 2K4 versus 2K6. I don't know if this is because Capuch is putting on more pressure on him. I don't know if it's because his own economic macro is not great, but I hope he watches these games back and realizes that every single one of these losses, he's just been down 20 to 30% in total economy. And, work on that, because if he can get this economy game up with his level of aggression early on, he could easily be a top 20 player. Easily. Artificial freedom, he threw away 5 trebs? Oh, I completely did. I completely missed that. Oops. When your back is to the water, much harder to just move when the castle drop comes forward. Yeah, true, true. Oh, Doc, is that? And then he runs out. That's exactly, running out of gas is exactly what I would describe this playstyle as. Yeah, there's a lot more pressure. And what a fantastic series. I mean, to be honest, except for one game number 2, which ended what, after like 24 minutes, it wasn't like an easy Capuch victory. It wasn't like at the end of it, when we look at all the stats and the kill count and the military, like look at the kill counts. 110 to 104, 41 villagers to 19. Like, these are not abnormal numbers. This is indicative of a very hard fought battle. So Lucky here doing a fantastic job. But again, I would, if I had anything to say to the silver medalist, is maybe look at your economy and figure out what you're doing that Capuch was either exploiting or you were either falling too far behind. Because a few games he was killing a lot more villagers of Capuch, but he was still down villagers, which is never a scenario you should be in. Elephant archers, elite, fully upgraded. Oh, man, that would have been fun to see. And by the way, Dravidian elephant archers firing faster than frickin' Mangudai. Look at that firing speed on an elephant archer. Ouch. 1.36 per second. Capuch can style on other Argentinian players. Yeah, that's what I've seen, actually, when I was looking into these, like I said, Lucky and Lucho and FedEx and all these other players. They play each other a lot. Samrak, hello, hello. Capuch and Nikov play with the best. Yeah, well, I mean, look, Lucky was the underdog right from the very beginning. Taking a map off of Capuch, even though people here say that Arabia is his weakest map, is still an accomplishment. And like I said, aside from game number 2, game 3, 4, and 5, they were not easy victories. Maybe the last one, maybe the Land Madness one, where he just steamrolled over those Cav archers. But that happened right at the end. That was maybe 1 or 2 small mistakes that Lucky made. Your friends around 2.1k met Survivalist on the ladder one night and absolutely crumbled simply because he was playing Survival. I can see that. There's a lot of like psychological elements here. Twig. Yes, Samrak, exactly. Twig is also one of the players in the up and coming. They don't have a lot of nerves. I've streamed 5 No, Doc, it's been 2.5 hours. I started at 7 today. I started an hour earlier just because I'm on baby duty tomorrow at 6 in the morning and I want to get to bed a little bit earlier than usual, and my stomach hasn't been great. Not that anybody needs to hear any of these things, but I started the stream a little bit earlier tonight. And by the way, everyone watching on YouTube and on Twitch, I just want to say thank you so much. This is my 7th or 8th stream on Twitch, which means I have officially, with all of your help and all of your support and your comments and everyone who has joined on Twitch, I have technically become an affiliate, which means I can start offering subscriptions and all that cool stuff. You played Survivalist 6 months ago and you never made it out of Feudal? Yeah, I believe it. I can believe that. I mean, Survivalist is a fantastic player. He's so cool under pressure. It is really very relatable. But again, I want to say thank you to everybody, new faces and old. And I'm very glad to be streaming on both platforms now and slowly building it up. And soon we'll start introducing moderators, Doc and David. Everyone else who wants to be a moderator, feel free to message me, and hopefully good things are coming. I want to get to the point that by October, when Red Bull Wololo is up and running, I have a serious Twitch channel. YouTube, I'm already almost at 10,000, and then just keep growing and expanding. Thank you, Ravsi. Thank you, Lord Petito. I want to say thank you to you guys. It's you who join and watch. I just run my mouth and talk a bunch of nonsense and bullshit. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. You guys keep me honest. Thank you, Lucas. And yeah, Doc and Catherine, who I'm hoping is kicking ass in her game right now. Creo que tienes buen público. Gracias. Yo creo también. A friend played Manaz one time and beat him with only his mouse. Ooh. Mostly right. I don't know how to pronounce that player's name. Is it Monaz? Manaz? Catherine's listening? Nice. Well, Catherine, big thanks to you as well. Like I said, amazing audience. I love this community of Age of Empires. If this was some like Fortnite community of like a bunch of 15-year-olds that were just hateful and killing each other on the internet, then it would be crappy. But I think we're a pretty good community here. Twig has been playing competitively since 2017, so he's not exactly an up-and-comer. Yeah, Rob, see, I struggle with that sometimes. I have my Rising Stars series where technically, I mean, Survivalist and Huang are there, but they've also been playing for like a decade. Monas like monkeys. Manaz? Or is it Manos? Is the S at the end like a Z or an S? Catherine, I was saying a big thank you to you because this was my last Twitch stream to reach affiliate status. And so I'm saying a big thank you to everyone who's watching and listening and lurking. And I appreciate all of you. And I think on that emotional note, I'm going to end it. And hopefully I get to stream at the very least one more time before my usual Friday streams. Yeah, the Lord Petito, that's what I was wondering and asking. Catherine, are you winning your game, by the way? Monas, Nikov, FedEx, the final consonants by chance. Creo que se lo merece, el mundo obedece. I'm not sure, Lucas, what that means. Too early to tell. Lucas, my Spanish is decent. It's not good. I wouldn't even call it good, to be honest. I need to really practice it, but I think I'm going to sign off. Everyone, again, thank you so much. And yeah, hopefully some big, exciting things on the move happening, and I can start working more and more on this casting stuff. But until we meet again, have a fantastic rest of your evening or morning or afternoon. Empire Total War. Good luck, Doc. And I'll be in touch in Discord. Oh, Lucas, thank you so much. Esteban, hello, hello. Have a fantastic night, everybody. Take care. And yeah, we'll see you soon.